Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. In the last episode we beat this homeworld, which is the second one, right? We beat all of it, I believe. Oh no, we just started in on it. We beat the actual homeworld level. So in this episode we are going to go and I guess take on the individual levels. So let's start with this one. Dry Canyon. Now, there's a few levels in this world where it gets confusing to find all of the treasure. And I don't know why they went and did it that way, but they did. And it makes it difficult. For some reason I thought there was something back there, but there's not. Now, one of the cool things I like about this level is you can actually burn these cactuses, and they just, like, shake it off like it's nothing. I think that's kind of cool. And then if you come back here, you actually have an egg thief who we can usually get really easily, but we didn't this time. So that's new. Okay, anyways, Spyro the Dragon has actually been going really well so far. Like, the first episode is probably more successful than any other Prince of Persia I've done. And I actually got somebody that messaged me the other day, and they asked me why I did not, or why I'm not doing new games, you know, like why I'm not doing like Destiny or anything like that. And A, it's because I don't have a PlayStation 4, but also it's got to do with the fact that I want my gaming channel to stand out. I want it to be different. I want to play games that mean something not only to me, but that maybe people haven't heard of, or that there hasn't been a lot of Let's Plays of. Like a future game, for example, that I'm going to do, is a game from the, I think it's from the mid-90s. I think it's from like 95 or 96. But it was actually overlooked by bigger games of the time. And so its glory kind of like fell into nothingness for a good 10 years before people actually started discovering it again. You know, and I kind of just want to bring it back and be like, hey, you know, this is a good game, so go and check it out. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. And I'm doing games that maybe people haven't done as much or something, is for that specific reason. So yeah. Also, in this I'm going to try, no guarantees, but I'm going to try to do 2 levels of video, at least. Because now that we're getting farther into the game, and into slightly harder levels, they will get more complex as we go, so I may not be able to necessarily get 2 done in every video, but I will try. So we can actually come down here and get everything in here first, is what I like to do, just because it saves me a little bit of time. Yeah, I like that. They actually use the vultures that are enemies in this level as clubs, which I think is really hilarious that Insomniac went and did that. Also, I actually didn't know this, but I tweeted Insomniac a little while ago, because I thought they made Secret Agent Clank, but apparently they didn't. So that's a fun fact for you if you guys are a fan of the Ratchet and Clank series, is Insomniac did not make Secret Agent Clank. Anyways, I think I may do Ratchet and Clank at some point on this channel, because I do like the Ratchet and Clank series, but that'll be probably quite a while down the road after I'm done with these first 3 Spyros. Mostly because the Spyro games, they're not as long and difficult as the Ratchet and Clank games can be. So, and plus when I play the Ratchet and Clank, I tend to want to level all my weapons and stuff up, whereas in Spyro, I just want to tend to 100% the game and not do all the extra bonus stuff usually. So yeah, there's that. But we, I think, are going to more than 100% this, because you can actually 100 and I think it's 107% this game, I think. And so we are going to for sure do that. So that'll be good. Okay, so as you guys noticed, there's an island over there. We cannot get there from here. We actually have to fly over here to do it. Stand back from those, because those will explode and hurt you if you stand too close. Now we can blow that one up. And then you can, if you're good, you can fly right out here to this island. And we made it. But we also have to have a key. So we do have to fly back out here at some point or another with the key to open up whatever's, or yeah, to get whatever's in that chest. I almost said to open up whatever's in that chest. Like this is Prince of Persia, where they have hidden treasure chests everywhere. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I have been trying to tone my language down, at least on Spyro, because I want Spyro to be more of a everybody-friendly Let's Play. Whereas with the Prince of Persia, I'm like, I don't care. You know, it was meant for, older players anyway because of the rating. So I'm just not even going to bother trying to censor myself at points. So yeah, I just figured that I would bring that up because I know that some of you guys will watch both and will be like, wait, why are you saying some things that you say in Prince of Persia but not in this? So I figured I'd just bring that up and talk about it. Also, there is going to be something in Spyro the Dragon. I believe it's this homeworld, one of the levels of this homeworld, that I hate. I'm like 99% sure it's in this homeworld. And it's a level, and it's one of these stupidest things that you have to do. By far, in a homeworld for at least the first 3 worlds. It's one of the stupidest things that you have to do. Now, I always like this guy, Boris, just because I think his name is so funny. Okay, so what we're going to do real quick is, because I totally forgot about it and I just saw it last minute, is we're actually going to go this other path. Okay. Now, we actually cannot get there from here, can we? No, we can't. Okay, so we do have to go up this way and do it. I thought so. Okay, that's right. That's how I'm supposed to do it. I knew it was one of those 2 ways. Anyway, I like Boris because I think the name Boris is actually really cool. I don't know why, but I do. So he's one of my favorite dragons. There's also another dragon later on that I think is really cool. He's well, I'm not going to reveal anything because that's just a massive spoiler if I do. But needless to say, he's actually really funny. And you encounter him multiple times in the game. I think it's like 2 or 3 times. So yeah.
Incredible glides.
Well, that guy basically tells you that you just are good at gliding, so we don't care about him. And now we also have the key, so let's go back real fast and go grab that treasure chest. And now that we have the treasure chest, we'll be able to finish level C. We're already at almost 10 minutes. Actually, we're at 10 minutes in this first episode here. Or first level of this episode. So basically, I will probably get one episode. Or one level in every episode. Probably. Don't hold me to that though, but at this rate, that is how it's going, because these levels are starting to get long. I mean, the farther in we get, the longer they will get. The final homeworld, though, actually is not that bad for level length. It's just the homeworlds leading up to that are bad. Okay, and we now have 319 gems. So, we can go back this way and continue on in the level finally. That was a lot of unnecessary work for those gems. It really was. We want to go up this way, I believe. Yeah, we do. Okay, I remember. Yes, we have to go up this way. We'll come this way, and we'll take him out. Oh, hey, there's a purple gem. We haven't seen one of those in a little while. Yay, 25 more. Okay, another one up. So that's great. And here we are. We are at the end zone. The end portal, if that's what you want to call it. Okay, there we go. And I believe that in these chests right here will be our last 5 gems in this one. Yes, there we go. The last 5 gems of the level. Now let me make sure I got everything. Everything is in fact complete. So we will now return home. We now have 1600 treasure. I think I'm going to save the speedway again right before we take on the boss, so it'll go speedway and then boss. I liked how I did that last time. So yeah, that is what I think I'm going to do. Anyways, we will now go to Clifftown. With 1600 treasures. Wonderful. Good job, Spyro. Good job. Yes, this is one of the many levels in the game that I do not like. And this is actually that level I was telling you about where they make it unnecessarily difficult. However, this is one of the reasons why. They keep gems inside these pots. Now, when I was a little kid, I didn't realize that a game would do something like that. Which obviously, I mean, as you know, this game came out in like 93, 95, something like that. You know, as a really little kid, you don't understand that. So, I never understood that they would do something like that. So I never found all the gems in here. But now, I know how to not only find them all, but how to get them all. Mostly thanks to practice, because I totally forgot how I was actually supposed to get all the gems in here. And even during practice, it took me like 10 minutes, and I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? And then I figured it out, so... Okay, so now we're back up at full health. And these cactuses just do the same thing as the previous level, they just shake themselves off. Okay, so on these platforms, there's all sorts of gems, but we actually cannot get to them yet. Because we have to get quite a bit farther in the level. Now, I will say, for a level in the second homeworld, I think this is the shortest one, lengthwise. Because it's actually really small. But they cram so much stuff into this level that it's actually quite ridiculous how much stuff they can shove into this level, because it's fairly small. And I mean, you guys will see what I mean when we finish this level. But it is a small level, so oh, he turned around on me. So I mean, for it being a small level, you don't expect them to be able to fit so much into it. But they managed to, so congrats on that, Insomniac. Congrats. Okay, so we get this one. Come on. Let's free this guy, Halvor. My cat's actually trying to get out of the room I have him put in because when I record these episodes, he actually gets in the way and he makes all sorts of noise. And it interferes with the recording and everything, so I just stick him in the room where he's got his food and everything while I record. But he's kind of irritated about that today, and he's trying to get out. So that's not fun. He's probably going to start making noise or something. I hope he doesn't. But yeah. One of the things that I like about the Spyro series that gets better as the games go on is all of the different things that you can do as Spyro. Like, in this game you're so limited and it's basic as to what oh, you can get that. Come on, Spyro. There we go. It's limited and basic as to what Spyro can do. But in the second and third game, there's actually so much more that can be done. And it's really, really cool. I like how they added that feature. And you can do things that you weren't able to do in the second one. And in the third one, I think there's something in the third one you can do that you weren't able to do in the first. Or second. So yeah, they do. They just progressively add things. And it's not these guys. There's a level I like where the enemies that are sent out after you will actually run off the edge and kill themselves. Like, if you stand in their path and they start charging towards you and then you just move, they'll literally fly, or they'll run right off the edge. They won't even, like, swerve to try to hit you or anything. And I don't know, I just think that's kind of weird. That it's like that. Okay. So now we'll come up here by the exit portal. Because we have a few gems up here. Okay, so now we can get this guy. Okay. So basically, there's a few things we can do here. We can actually fly out over here, land here, and then get these two chests. Which will give us like 85, right? 85? Yeah. And then we'll just take the shortcut, I guess. The rest of our gems are out over here. Now this, I also did not know about when I was a little kid. That they had a little secret area over here that had tons of gems. And I think there's only one dragon up here. But yeah, I didn't know that this existed for the longest time. Okay, we'll get a couple of these guys here. There we go. Okay, at least we're green sparks again. But, one of the things that I want to accomplish with this Let's Play, if possible, without going over my time too much, is I actually want to try to beat this in 25 parts, and I think that is possible. I really do. I think it is possible for me to do that. that is what I'm hoping for and going for is 25 parts. And we will see if we'll make it. I think we can, actually. So there's a couple of things of gems out here. And I know we're still a ways off from having all of the gems in the entire game. But we can actually fly out over here. Get the 2 sets right there. Okay, so now we're just missing 1 set of gems that I remember off the top of my head. And that is actually right out over here. And we land, and we have gems back here. And that is the only way to get back here. At least that I've ever found. There's a 25 gem. That should literally put us at 99. Yes, it does. Okay, good. So let's make sure we have everything finished here. So with that, we will hit the exit portal and end this episode. I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.